So, how do you overcome temptations in Christian relationships? How do you fight lust and temptation to lust? Here are 7 ways to overcome temptation in Christian relationships. Number 1, memorizing scripture. It is so important that we use scripture as a weapon when temptation arises. Number 2, have an accountability partner. This is super important for you to have a friend that you can have check in on you and someone you can share your struggles with. Number 3, being in the Word of God daily. Having a consistent relationship with God and spending time with Him habitually is going to strengthen your relationship with God. And it's also going to strengthen your ability to resist temptation. Number 4, have a plan when temptation arises. So a lot of us, we find ourselves in a place of being tempted and we don't have an action plan to get out. So by the time that we're already there, we're just like falling into it. Versus if you make an action plan for when you are tempted, that is going to help you not fall into temptation. So is it that you are going to pray, or you are going to call a friend, or maybe you're just going to plan to flee from the situation completely? Whatever you do, have a plan and stick to it. Number 5, don't even put yourself in a situation to be tempted. So if you are tempted to go out and get drunk, you probably should not be going into the bars, right? If you are tempted to hook up with your boyfriend, you probably should not be watching movies with him. A lot of us were so upset when we fall into temptation, myself included, when I realized that I was like kind of setting myself up for failure by putting myself in that position to be tempted. Number 6, know that God will always provide a way out. 1 Corinthians 10:13 says, "No temptation has seized you except what is common to man. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will always provide a way out so you can stand up under it." Know that God will always provide a way out, even if you are in temptation and you are feeling like there is no way to withstand it. He is faithful to His word and He will be faithful to you. Number 7, believe that fleeing from temptation will actually bring the best out of your relationship. Because if fleeing from temptation hurts your relationship and your connection to this person, maybe it is a sign that you're not supposed to be with them. If it makes you farther from them because you're not being intimate with them, then that is perhaps a sign that this relationship is not from the Lord. You choosing to remain pure and honor God in your relationship is actually going to bring out the best in a God-centered relationship. It's going to help you strengthen your friendship with one another. It's going to strengthen your discernment of whether or not this is going to be a good long-term partner for you. But when you fall into temptation, it actually makes your relationship worse and it makes it even weaker. And you don't have the eyes to see clearly if this is God's best for you. Know that God's way is the best way, always.